Assalamu alaikum everyone. Um, Today we are going to discuss about the one point perspective, and in last lab we already have created one point perspective with simple forms, and now we are going to create another one point perspective, and we'll go through from the basic of one point perspective. uh, Now let's have another slide, and over here we can see the basic rules of one point perspective. Let's discuss it, and I just want to revise you which we have already have learned over here. If we see in this, the basic one point perspective, you can have one vanishing point. This is the rule of one point perspective, which we already have discussed. And over here we just see the impact of vanishing point. If the vanishing point in this photo, this is the photo, over here we can see if the vanishing point is at the side of the paper where you are gonna have drawing, so it will show this view. If it's not at the edge of the paper and it's more like a little bit in the paper, and the view will be created like this. And if the vanishing points is centralized in the middle of the center, if you can see all the lines are almost, and this point is the middle of the sheet, and the view will be created like this. And if it's little bit below the middle, that will be like this. The view, the end impact of drawing will be like this. And if the vanishing point is at the top of the middle, somewhere over here, it's in the middle, it's in the middle vertically but not horizontally, the impact of the drawing will be like this. And if it's below the, at the base of the paper, then it will be like this. So this is the impact of vanishing point. So we have to decide it very carefully what we want to show and what kind of details that we have to show in our drawing which we are creating. Of course that drawing have some purpose, and that purpose will highlight the view of the drawing. Over here we can see the impact of the perspective, from where the first thing will be this size will be if the double. The second is the human size is shown, and then the all the objects. The human over here, it's larger because it's near to us. This one is very small because it's near to vanishing point. The size of the tree and the size of the objects is reducing, so it show the impact of the drawing. Over here, sorry, over here we have steps which show the different basic. So we have to go for a basic drawing, which is this, what we want to show the buildings. And that will start from over here, from a vanishing point where we put the vanishing point, so it will show the detail. We are going to have a basic look of it. First of all, we have a extended line, then we have a vanishing point, and we have two extended lines from vanishing point, which are extending at anywhere. You can even create these lines over here to here, or over here to here. And then we have these two that will show the road. Okay. And then we are going to have a building, which is the elevation, which is the front, or you can say side of the building, is shown over here. And that is created, this is created by horizontal and vertical line. When we create the elevation, we will not match the lines with vanishing point. No lines are matched with the vanishing point. This is the size of the building, and you don't have to measure all the things in one point perspective. If we are going to draw it freehand, we can draw it on the aesthetically or requirements. Of course, this is the size of the elevation. If we are going to create it on scale, then that will be on the scale. So you can draw it in both ways. So we have elevation over here, and then at the side we just match the corner, this corner to vanishing point, and this corner is already matching to this point. So we are going to, in the next photo you can see that we decided to have this difference. That difference can be till here anywhere, whatever you want to show the front of the building. So that we decided to have it over here, so we decided to have a vertical line over here. It will create a three-dimensional object over here. When we erase the lines, you can see this is a cube, a box. And now we can have another box, and which have a difference from 1 feet or 2 feet or 3 feet, whatever difference you want to put, or just you don't want to measure it, it's fine. And then you draw another elevation of the object. Okay, and this is also vertical and horizontal lines, and then we match these lines to the vanishing point over here. And then we decided to have the width over here, whatever width you want to have in the front of the building. So we have vertical line over there, and then we erase the lines, and we create this box and this box. And now we are going to create the detail of the box. When if we want to have a door, so we decided to have it at the middle, a vertical line from the starting and vertical line from the end. These two lines are vertical. This is on vanishing point line, and this line from the top to vanishing point, this is also measured by this. Okay, like this over here they do it. And so we have this door detail. The depth of the door is shown, and this line is with the drawn with the vanishing point, and these two are vertical. In the same way we can create it over here, another door. If we want to show the windows or side of the building design, so because this is elevation, and this is not front of the building, so the lines over here are not going to match with vanishing point. It's going to be vertical and horizontal, so that will look the windows of the object. If we match these lines with the vanishing point, then it will be look like a three-dimensional object extended from the building, which is not. So we are not going to create it with the vanishing point. We just draw wherever we want to make a window. We have vertical lines and horizontal lines, and that will be we are going to almost create like this object. And this is the object. These are the basic rules which are mostly used. Over here we can see the heads of the people is almost at the same point. This is also one point perspective. This man is at very near to vanishing point, so it's very smaller because it's very far from us. And these are in the middle, so the size of these humans are less than these humans. These humans are like over here, and these size of these are different from the, so that will show the high difference, and that will show the depth. The same way we already discussed this one. The same way it shows the first one, the second one is the smaller, third one, and fourth and fifth, and it goes like. And it's the simple way. You just have the top line and bottom line, and you just create them, the detail. It will show the depth. Focus, where you want to add the focus of the drawing or whatever you are going to design, so it is upon up to you what you want to create. The basically we have to compose the sheet. We have to create that drama and that suspense to highlight the object which we have drawn. So it is about all these these all the images are about the composition of sheet, and what the impact of vanishing point when where we have vanishing point, and what is the impact of that point to the drawing. And over here, if we can see the basic of how we create tree, the bottom part and top part, and what kind of details can be given, very simple details. Now this is the object we are going to create. We are going to create one point perspective. In last lab we have created simple, very simple form of blocks which are very simple, and now we are going to one step up, and we are going to have a little bit complicated scene or one point perspective, but it's not very difficult. So we are going to have it at the scale. Basically we don't need to have a scale if you don't want to, but over here, because I want you to draw almost near to my drawing, so you can use 1 feet is equal to 1 inch of a scale of a 1 inch. 1 feet is equal to 1 inch, and that is over here. You can see this this is 1 inch, and I consider it 1 feet. You can consider it 1 feet. You don't need to have a architectural scale or anything else. It's just over here to here, it's a 1 feet. Okay, so as I always told you to have a extended line for starting of the drawing, so we have a extended line, and then we have a vanishing point at that extended line. That vanishing point is that can be anywhere, and that extended line is also can be anywhere. Okay, and you have to decide, it's more like you have to decide where you want to show your vanishing point. And then we can have we have to show road. So at that vanishing point we have extended line at any angle. You don't have to decide this angle, you just draw a line, extended line, because I want you to measure a drawing and have almost the same size drawing which I have created. So I defined size of the drawing. It's over here to over here, it's 7 feet, and 1 inch is equal to 1 feet. It means 7 inches or 7 feet. And then the distance of these two lines, where I have a horizontal line over here, it's 7 feet also, and then I just draw this line. Okay, you can understand we have two lines, one extended line, two extended line, and the difference between two extended line is 7 feet. Okay, and next we are going to show the footpath. So it's the size of the footpath is 1 feet. Over here I just measure 1 feet, and then I at that point, this point, I just match this point to this point, and that will show the depth. Over here I also measure 1 feet, and I match these two lines to this. So we have created footpath, and now we are going to create a cube which can shown as a building. So I decided to draw a cube at the point where I have over here. If you can see, this line is extended from here, and I extended for 4 feet, and then I have a vertical line which I measure, extended vertical line, and then measure 4 feet. Okay, so I'm going to have an elevation of the building now over here and over here, and then I want to show the front of the building which is 3 feet. So I measure from here to here 3 feet and have another vertical line, and now I'm not going to measure this line. Okay, it's very simple. I have this line 4 feet and this line and 4 feet, and then I just match this point to this point, and it will intersect this line somewhere, anywhere. So this is the basic square which I needed. Okay, and we are going to erase this line, and this is the front of the building, and we are going to create a cube. So When we have horizontal line over here, from over here we can see from this point, and from this point already we have, so that will be shown as a cube. Okay, and next we are going to create another building which will be started with the cube, and I just want to create it with the difference of 1 feet. So I measure from here to here 1 feet and then have a vertical line, and then I want to show its front as a 2 feet, so I measure it 2 feet and have another vertical line. If you can see over here, I have another vertical line. Then from here to here I measure it for 5 feet. This is 5 feet from here to here. So we are not going to measure this one. Okay, only one side is measured, so I just measure from here to here 5 feet, and then I match this point to the vanishing point, and it will intersect over here. Sorry, this photo is from there, it's okay. You can over here we can see that from here it's 2 feet, from here it's 5 feet, and now I'm going to match this one with this, and it will be created a square. This is the square which is created, and when we have a horizontal line over here, this cube will be completed. I just draw a horizontal line over here. Fine, that can go behind this building, and we have a cube, a simple 1 cube and 2 cube. And now I just want, because I have a space between this building and the vanishing point, so I decided to have another building over here. So I decided to have that building started from the same wall from here to there. So I draw, this is the line which I extended. Okay, this is the line, already have line, I just extend it and measure it 3 feet over here, and then I want to show the front side is 2 feet, I measure it 2 feet, and then I just draw a vertical line over here. So we can see this vertical line, and this vanishing point line, and we just have to match this point, 3 feet point to this point, and then it will create a square. I just over here we just draw this point to this point, and this cube is created, square is basically created, and then we have this horizontal line, this will create over here, we have that over here, this horizontal line. Okay, now we have 1, 2 and 3 cubes which are almost near to vanishing point. Now I just want to give a little bit detail to the building, so that will look nice, and we can understand more better the basics of the angles and the basic of design. So I just want to create a lines in this middle building which is 5 feet high. So I want to I just mark from the 1 to 5 feet over here, that was, and now I have marked from every 1 feet, 1 feet, 1 feet, 1 feet and 1 feet. I just want to show the levels of the building. You can say it's 5 levels that have 5 floors, so all the floor should be shown in the outer walls. So I decided to have these. Now next I just first I just mark it, then at the front I have to show the front, so at the front all the lines should be at vanishing point. So I from this point to this point I just put the set square and draw a line. You don't need to draw this line, it's in the another building, I just want to show you the detail. In the another like that I have drawn second, third, fourth and fifth line to the vanishing point. We can have this design. This is the design which we have at the front. And now at the elevation, at the side elevation, we have to draw the same design, and that design is not going to match with the vanishing point. It's very simple. We have to draw from this point a horizontal line, from this point horizontal line like this, and now we have all the horizontal lines, and over here we have created a box. It's the same. We have this design levels and this elevation, front elevation, and this is side elevation. And now we have created this block as well. And now I want to show the door and front of the building a little bit more detail. So I decided to have over here, I just draw the line inner over here, and over here. It's not measured, I just draw a border. Then I have decided to have a door at the middle of the building, so I just draw a vertical line, another vertical line from the distance, so it will be visible for look like a door. And then this line I already have it. Basically the upper line will go to the vanishing point, and it will show the detail of the door. And I have doubled all the lines, so the frame will be shown on the photo. And now I just have to decide to have a width of 4 feet, and I just draw a back line of the building. And now if you remember, we have a difference between two buildings. These two buildings are 1 feet, so this is the difference. And I just dark the lines, these lines. This is the footpath line which we already have created. Now I just erase these two lines, and that will show that path is going inside the buildings. It is more like this. It is look like that it's a street over there. And now we have to create a door for this block as well. And then I have it's up to you. You want to have a door at the side, you can create it at the side. You can have front line over here and another line over here and create a door. If you want to have a middle door, you can have a vertical line over here and vertical line over here, and measure it 2 feet, and then at the point you just match it with the vanishing point. Okay, it will show the angle of the top. What is the angle of the top, and that will create. And then double the 3 lines, and that will show the detail of the door almost like this. If you measure it 2 feet, just have a match from this point to vanishing point and draw a line in between two vertical lines. You don't have to draw over here two vertical lines. Between the two vertical lines, you just erase these lines, extra lines, and double the line like this, and that will be more detailed. And if you erase this line, that will be more, it will be more prominent that this is going inside of the building. Now we have these two details of these two buildings and the path. Now I'm going to have this building over here, and we are going to have a detail of this building. It is almost over here to here. We have decided this to this, 1 to 2, this is 1 feet, and I just dotted over here, over here, over here. It's up to you. You want to have middle over here, here, whatever design you want to create. I just want to create a check, so I create these 3 dots. And because it's not over here, I just don't measure over here, I measure over here. Over this is the vanishing point, and this is the measurements which I decided to have. and then I match these 2 points and have a line, extended line over here. You can understand that one vanishing point and the point. If I have measurements over here, then I just match this point and this point have line over here. Now I have this line and this line and have a line over here. You can have line anywhere, but the points must be matched. So this is the line which I have created, these two lines. Then I have decided to have more complicated design, so I have points middle of the line and then have more lines, 3 more lines. Okay, now we have to show the door. Vertical line, anywhere you want to show the door. Vertical line, anywhere you want to show the door. And the top line will go for the vanishing point, must go for the vanishing point. Okay, then it shows the detail. We have to erase these lines, these extra lines, then it will be highlighted. Now we have over here we are going to have a, because we have already a straight lines in this building, so we are going to create check or cubes in this building. So I decided to have vertical lines, vertical divisions in this building over here. So I have this line, it's not measured, I just draw it, because when the things are near to vanishing point, the distance is less, and when it gets far, the distance is getting more. So I just draw it by freehand. I don't with the scale, I don't measure it. Then I just simply a very minor rendering over here, and that will highlight the whole building. We can see that we have created these three structures, almost very simple and very simply detailed, but they show the depth of the object. On the parallel to that, on the in the front of the building, we have decided to have a park, or we have decided to have trees. So we are going to draw trees over here. These are the area with buildings, these are the area with trees. Okay, this is the from here to here we have 7 feet, and this is 1 feet inside the 7 feet. Okay, and then we decided to have area of 2 feet and 5 feet. Okay, then this is 2 feet and 5 feet. This cut, the photo is not complete, but you can have, this is 5 feet, distance 5 feet, and this is the same line. The distance is at the same line which which we have 7 feet at the first time. So now I am going to draw trees. When we have to show the height of the object, we have to draw vertical lines. That is the vertical lines, that is the rule of the perspective. If we don't draw the vertical lines, that the object will be flat on the floor. So over here I decided to have 3 trees. You can draw 4, 5, it's up to you. And now from the footpath, this is 1 feet, and now I have decided to have 1 tree over here, and I just draw vertical line, 2 vertical lines over here, and then I just want to have a tree another over here and over here. So and in the start I already told you the tree have 2 parts, the trunk where the bottom part and the top part, because all the objects are getting smaller when they are going to vanishing point. So over here I have created a middle tree. To create a tree, first I have that horizontal line, because tree is not going to started from here. It will be that will show the elevation, and that will show the depth over here. So we decided this tree is made freehand, you don't have to measure, just have to measure that bottom part and top part. This is two part. We have 2 feet this part and 5 feet this part, which we already have measured, and we draw two lines. And now we don't have to measure it from here. We just measure it from the one point, and now we are going to create these trees. So this horizontal line till here we have the lower bottom part of the tree, and over here we have top part of the tree. And same like this, over here I have drawn a horizontal line, then the bottom part, and then the top part. It's up to you what kind of tree you want to show, what kind of details you want to show. Over here is the same rule, and then I just erase these lines and erase these lines, and I just leave this area. If you want to draw something, you can draw it. You want to show a garden or something, you can do it. It's the same rule. You have to draw the elevation and match all the lines same the way. Then in this photo we have 3 trees in perspective, the big one, the middle, and the small. You can create more over here. And then if you can see, I don't have that horizontal lines over here, but I created these horizontal lines over here, so it will show the more detail and highlight the impact of the one point perspective, that the things are getting smaller and the things are getting more deeper in the drawing. So and the second thing is that we know that the distance, the front things which are we are going to look, it's the more distance, and the distance between, as the things getting far, the distance is less. And I just created like this. And over here it's also the horizontal lines show the depth and the volume of the object, and we created this simple form of drawing. And you just have to draw it on and the scale is 1 feet is equal to 1 inch, simple. And you don't have to use a lot of tools. It's almost freehand. You just have to measure 2 or 3 height measurements, and you can draw it by yourself. If you want to draw more details, like over here you want to draw windows or balconies or anything else, you can draw it, but try to understand the basic angles of the drawing. If you can understand that, then you can create anything over here. So create it, and if you have any question you can ask me. Thank you so much.